Last season, we dove headfirst into the wild world of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And let's just say it was a ride. We met the not-so-super special Sonic Circuit Smash Squad, where Scratch and Grounder proved that being bad at your job can be a full-time career. Then we got dirty in Subterranean Sonic, where Sonic learned that underground layers and mole people don't mix. Lovesick Sonic gave us a Hedgehog with a crush, and Robotnik with a plan so convoluted, even Scratch needed a flowchart. In slow going, Sonic slowed down so much, I had time to make a sandwich in between punchlines. And High Stakes Sonic? Well, that one had more airtime than Robotnik's ego, and that's saying something. We laughed, we cringed, we questioned the laws of physics, and now we're diving into the next set of episodes. More slapstick, more schemes, more Sonic roasting Robotnik like it's his full-time job. So if you're ready for more chili dog-fueled chaos, you're in the right place. I'm the optimistic Sonic fan, and I like the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Before we jump into the next batch of episodes, let's rewind just a bit. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog first aired in 1993, the same year Sega was riding high on Sonic's popularity and trying to expand his world beyond the games. This show was the wacky one, full of slapstick, Looney Tunes style chaos, and Robotnik being more ridiculous than threatening. It was animated by Deke Entertainment, and while it didn't follow the game canon closely, it gave us a version of Sonic that was fast, snarky, and always one chili dog away from saving the day. I covered more of the behind the scenes stuff in my last video, so if you want the full scoop, check that out. But for now, let's get back to what we came for. More episodes, more antics, and more Sonic. Sonic Breakout. This episode kicks off with Sonic and Tails rushing to grab the latest issue of their favorite comic, Crack Ups, which, let's be honest, sounds exactly like something Sonic would read between chili dogs. Meanwhile, Scratch and Grounder are also reading it, completely ignoring Robotnik's latest evil invention, the Rot Your Life Away dungeons. Real name, real threat, real ridiculous. And then it happens. Robotnik sees himself drawn as Humpty Dumpty, egg-shaped, fragile, and falling off a wall. The roast is so brutal, even Robotnik can't handle it. He loses it and orders Scratch and Grounder to capture the artist, Sketch Lampoon, a wild-feathered cartoonist who looks like he escaped from a rejected Looney Tunes pit. Sonic, of course, is dying laughing at the comic, even imitating Robotnik's fall, until he hears about Sketch's kidnapping. And here's where the episode gets clever. Sonic lets himself get captured to infiltrate the prison. That's right, he pulls a full-on infiltration move. No, Robotnik's ego will make him a priority prisoner. But Robotnik's not messing around. He's built a cell specifically designed to obliterate anything Hedgehog blue. Lasers, spears, spike balls, the works. And while Robotnik goes off to force Sketch to draw him with muscles and a jawline, Sonic starts his scheming. This is where the slapstick hits peak AoStH. Sonic tricks Scratch and Grounder with a fake issue of Crack Ups, tapes a poster of himself on Grounder's back, and lets the prisoner's own security system do the dirty work. The lasers and traps go wild, attacking Scratch and Grounder while Sonic escapes. And yes, we have to talk about the moment Sonic literally wags his butt at the security camera. It's juvenile, it's absurd, it's perfect. This show knows exactly what it is, and it leans in hard. Sonic and Tails then go full chaos mode, triggering every sensor in the place until the whole dungeon collapses. They rescue Sketch Lampoon, escape just in time, and leave Robotnik crying on his back, yelling, "I've fallen, and I can't get..." A direct parody of the comic that started it all. This episode is everything I love about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Slapstick humor, Sonic being clever and chaotic, and a plot that's just one big cartoon punchline. Plus, the idea of defeating a prison with comedic confusion, that's genius. Trail of the Missing Tails. Next up is one of the more emotionally grounded episodes, Trail of the Missing Tails. It's got everything: sibling-style drama, fish-based madness, and a surprise spotlight on my favorite badnik, Coconuts. Banished to the fish-infested warp of confusion by his cousin Robotnik, Dr. Warpnik watches Mobius through a telescope, plotting revenge with the intensity of a soggy Bond villain. Scratch, Ground, and Coconuts each build their own trap around a single chili dog. Sonic knows it's bait, but insists on going solo, leading to a slapstick explosion of fish, anvils, and furniture. Tails, worried for Sonic, rushes in and gets captured. Sonic rescues him, scolds him, and softens with a heartfelt, "You're important to me." Cue the brotherly feels. Seeing their bond, Warpnik kidnaps Tails to lure Sonic, and eventually Robotnik. Sonic's search leads him into the warp, where he and Tails are imprisoned and forced to watch Robotnik's old home movie, him literally yeeting Warpnik into exile. A cannon that turns fish into monsters backfires, transforms Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts into giant Kyuji-style badniks. They rebel against Robotnik, accidentally destroying the cannon, and leave Sonic and Tails free to escape. Sonic apologizes to Tails, who reassures him we're best buddies. Meanwhile, Robotnik and Warpnik are stuck slapping each other with fish as the badnik trio watches with popcorn. This episode really nails the emotional rhythm between Sonic and Tails. Sonic's frustration, Tails' loyalty, and their reconciliation, it's all there. It's not just about saving the day, it's about understanding each other. That final exchange? Pure heart. And let's talk about Coconuts. Usually the underdog of the trio, he's often stuck cleaning and getting ignored. But here, he's treated as an equal. He built his own trap, joins the mission, and even gets monsterfied alongside Scratch and Grounder. It's rare to see him included like this, and I love it. He's scrappy, explosive, and finally gets the respect he deserves, even if it's in Kyuji form. Between the fish fights, the monster transformations, and the emotional beats, Trail of the Missing Tails is a standout. It's chaotic, heartfelt, and gives Coconuts his moment to shine. What more could you ask for? Close Encounters of the Sonic Kind. This episode is a cosmic roller coaster. Literally. It starts with Scratch and Grounder testing Robotnik's latest invention, the electro-suction plate. A magnet so strong it accidentally pulled a spaceship out of orbit. And not just any spaceship, one carrying Prince Charnock and his advisor Splorg, who are on their way to a coronation that, if missed, could result in Mobius being destroyed by the king's baby brother. Yep, that's AoStH logic at its finest. The suction plate yanks the alien spaceship out of orbit and wrecks on Mobius. Sonic and Tails rush to help, while Scratch and Grounder try to salvage the plate and end up tossed off a cliff. Prince Charnark is more interested in taking photos than ruling the planet, while Spork panics about the deadline. If they don't return in time, Mobius is toast. Sonic races around Mobius collecting ship parts, including a pressurized canopy and a nose cone embedded with a steering chip. Cue slapstick traps, magnet mishap, and Grounder's nose falling off repeatedly. Prince Charnark keeps saying, "We have nothing like this on Rhombus." And everything. Curly trees, sunfish, domino rocks. It's charming, clueless, and hilarious. Yes, Sonic dresses as a woman with a fruit hat to distract the badniks. It's absurd, it's glorious, it's AoStH. Robotnik is so proud of his hovercraft, he lets Prince Charnark take a photo, which leads to a domino rock collapsing that crushes him and frees Sonic. With seconds to spare, the aliens rebuild the ship and blast off. Prince Charnark calls Sonic and Tails jolly good fellows, and we learn the baby brother is literally a baby. Mobius is safe, for now. Once again, Sonic puts himself on the line to help others, racing across Mobius, getting captured, and even bound and gagged to protect Tails and the aliens. Prince Charnark starts off as a clueless tourist, but by the end, he risks his coronation to save Sonic. That's a surprising bit of character development for a one-off alien prince. Grounder's nose becoming a plot device and bargaining chip, and a source of endless slapstick. Watching him panic over losing it is comedy gold. The domino rock trap is classic AoStH, using the environment in a ridiculous but effective way to defeat Robotnik. This episode is a chaotic masterpiece. Aliens, magnetism, mistaken noses, and a prince who learns what it means to be a true leader. It's everything I love about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Unpredictable, heartfelt, and just plain fun. Mama Robotnik's birthday. This episode marks the first appearance of one of the most chaotic characters in the AoStH universe, Mama Robotnik. And let me tell you, she doesn't just crash into the show, she storms in it, umbrella swinging and birthday demands blazing. Mama Robotnik escapes from the Mobius home for really bizarre mothers and demands Robotnik destroy the Mobius National Park as her birthday present. Naturally, Robotnik sends Scratch, Grounder, and a squad of tree-killing robots to do the job. Sonic disguises himself as a robot repairman and reprograms the bots to attack Robotnik and his goons. Classic Sonic. Clever, chaotic, and always one step ahead. Sonic later appears as a game show host and tricks Scratch and Grounder into opening a door that floods them out. Mama Robotnik, unimpressed, decides to take matters into her own hands. She fakes a sob story about Robotnik losing his stuffed bear Fuzzy Wuzzy and turning evil. She convinces Tails that retrieving the bear will make Robotnik good again. Tails, ever the sweet soul, falls for it. Sonic finds Tails tied up in Robotnik's old home. Mama Robotnik unleashes Fuzzy Wuzzy, who transforms from a cute teddy bear into a giant stitched-up four-armed, two-headed monster. Sonic tricks Fuzzy Wuzzy into getting electrocuted by the fence. Robotnik begs Sonic to save him, promising to be good. Sonic agrees, but Mama Robotnik whacks him with an umbrella for it. Fuzzy Wuzzy drops a cake on Robotnik and Mama sings, "We wish you a happy birthday." And two workers drag Mama Robotnik to the bizarre mother's home. Robotnik celebrates until she whacks him again from the moving vehicle. Sonic tells Tails he was the one who called the home to report Mama's location. The two run off for chili dogs, ending the episode on a classic Sonic note.
Right, let's go get a couple.
This is the first time we meet Mama Robotnik, and wow, she's a force of nature. Loud, manipulative, and somehow even more unhinged than her son. Her presence adds a whole new layer of chaos to the show, and her dynamic with Robotnik is pure slapstick gold. From umbrella breakdowns to birthday cake explosions, she steals every scene she's in. Tails falling for the Fuzzy Wuzzy story is both sweet and sad. He just wants to believe people can change. It's a great moment of his character contrast between his innocence and Sonic's street smarts. From Teddy Bear to stitched up Kaiji Nightmare, this is one of the wildest monster reveals in the entire series. And the way Sonic handles it, classic rope trick and electric fence combo, brilliant. Sonic calling the home to report Mama Robotnik is the perfect twist. He's always one step ahead, and even when the chaos is off the charts. This episode is bonkers in its best way. Mama Robotnik's debut is unforgettable. Fuzzy Wuzzy is nightmare fuel, and Sonic's cleverness shines through every trap and twist. It's AoStH at its most unhinged, and I love it. Big Daddy. We're closing out this review with one of the most unexpected sweet episodes in the AoStH lineup. Big Daddy. It's got giant gorillas, laser mountains, and coconuts pretend to be a parent. What more could you ask for? After a crash of Robotnik's Eggomatic, Coconuts gets launched out of the fortress. Literally. He lands next to Boom Boom, a baby ape with super strength who mistakes him for his dad. Coconut sees an opportunity to use Boom Boom to catch Sonic and win back Robotnik's favor. But when Sonic reveals the truth, Boom Boom breaks down, sharing that a bad man took his real daddy away in a cage. Meanwhile, Robotnik activates a mind control device on Big Daddy, Boom Boom's actual father, and plans to use him to install a giant laser atop Mount Mobius to enslave the planet. Scratch and Grounder are told they're no longer needed, which they somehow interpret as a promotion. Coconuts, Scratch, and Grounder dress up in a gorilla costume to trick Boom Boom, but Sonic sees through it and exposes them in classic disguise reveal fashion. Robotnik fires the laser at Sonic and crew, but Sonic runs circles around it until the batteries die. Big Daddy grabs Sonic, but Boom Boom intervenes, smashing Robotnik and breaking the remote. Big Daddy snaps out of the mind control, recognizes Boom Boom, and the two reunite. Boom Boom says he lost his rattle, so Big Daddy hands him Robotnik to shake around instead. Cue the laughter. Seeing Coconuts try to play father figure is hilarious and oddly touching. He's usually the underdog, but here he gets a full arc, from fired to fake dad to part of the rescue. Boom Boom is adorable and surprisingly emotional. His sadness about losing his dad adds real heart to the episode, and his joy when they reunite is genuinely sweet. The mind control plot gives Big Daddy a chance to go from weapon to hero. His final act, giving Robotnik to Boom Boom as a toy, is the perfect AoStH punchline. Big Daddy is one of those AoStH episodes that balances slapstick with sincerity. It gives Coconuts a spotlight, delivers a heartfelt reunion, and still ends with Robotnik getting shaken like a maraca. That's the kind of chaos I signed up for.
Whoa! Wipeout, dude!
From gorilla-powered reunions to birthday chaos and desert rescues, this batch of episodes had it all. Heart, humor, and just enough weirdness to keep me smiling. Sure, there were a few bumps along the way, but that's part of the charm. Whether Sonic's speeding through trouble or Coconuts is pretending to be a dad, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog never fails to surprise me. As always, I'm the optimistic Sonic fan, and I'll see you next time.